Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rudy Jackson, and this will be my presentation on After Death, Rebirth, Legacy, and Technology. The first artist that I chose was Allison Garpula. Hope I'm saying that right. And I found her work very unique. I don't really get too much involved in film, and she actually shoots analog 35 millimeter. And she has this unique style, this hazy, mysterious style that makes you really think of her intent behind the image. And a quote from her website, which is the five images that I will be showing you. They are from a project called Euphoric Death. The question got asked during the interview, what are you working on right now? What projects are holding the most focus? She stated, my main focus is a series I am now sharing titled Euphoric Death. It's a story shot in the spring of 2016 that is focused around an 8,000-mile road trip expanding throughout the southwest and west coast of America. Euphoric Death aims to capture the internal reflection of letting go of an assumed creative identity. The images are an impression, a momentary absorption in each environment. So essentially, what she's doing, what you'll see in these images, what you see in this beautiful double exposure, is she's capturing nature with the human body and the fact that of us letting go of identity in time of death. So, and like in this image, it kind of makes me think of, what the body goes through once it's in guess you could say, in a grave. And this is kind of right here, kind of letting go, us going back, into the ground. And this image right here is probably my favorite. It kind of makes me think of like a dreamy state, walking with your friends, just kind of walking into the abyss. Maybe depending on how you look at it, it could be heaven or whatever the light could be coming from. Also, in this one right here is kind of the multiple identity thing of letting go, kind of like the spirit. My next artist that I chose is Boris Leary. Most of his work was actually known in the 1950s. His story is actually pretty unique too because he actually is a survivor of the Holocaust, including four different concentration camps. And after witnessing the murder of all his family, with the exception of his father, him and his father actually immigrated to New York City, where most of his work emerged. And as you can see, as I go through his work, he kind of influenced, the horror and the slaughter of the Holocaust into his work. And the no is the no art movement that he actually developed as well. So he usually includes like pinup girls with, Nazi symbols. As you can see here, it's kind of like the spray painted wall, the destruction, the murder. He has the bed bugs up here, the pinup girls with, I'm assuming he intended to make this blood and the skulls. As you can see in this one too, it's pretty obvious. He has the star down the bottom, and just his style is kind of like a destructive style. I'm pretty sure that was his whole point, to include like the dark backgrounds and all the German symbols and the destruction of the Germans, and just symbolizing life, family, and death through his images. And this one right here is probably my favorite one. I think just because of the color, even though most of it's about destruction, it just really, really sticks out to me. Vibrant colors. And here's another. You can see what I was talking about, the pinup girls and him involving a death. The last artist, which is my favorite artist out of the all three, is Noah Scalin. Noah Scalin is more focused on, the individual lives and just the nature of human existence and all. But what's really unique about him is he uses everyday objects to make his work. So as you can see in this AK-47, which comes from the work Anatomy of War AK-47, he uses human organs to depict the gun to kind of show you what these guns actually do to people. They kill people, and him using the organs is just symbolic to the human body. And this next work right here, excuse me, is Witness of Richmond. So it's just African American male. He's a witness, and he definitely involves the media in his work a lot. So you can see he's involving just the media in these next couple images to create them. This is another witness. He's creating her. And here he's using soda cans and everyday objects to create this as well. And this is Excuse me. And this is actually a portrait of innovation, Francis Lewis. And this is by far my favorite of all of them. This is James Conway Farley, I'm sorry, which is another portrait of innovation. And he uses clothes, as you can see, to make the face. Here's my bibliography. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.